So we have to find the value. So before solving this question, let us see some formulas that we must know before doing this. So starting with very simple formulas like a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. But here I am interested in the value of a square plus b square. So what will be the value of a square plus b square? So that will be equals to a plus b raised to the power 2. So this 2ab term will go that side. It will become minus. So that's my first formula. Now the second one is a plus b whole cube. So a plus b whole cube is same way a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Here also students I am interested in the value of a cube plus b cube. So in the same way this term will go that side and will become minus. So a cube plus b cube is equals to a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. Okay, so these are the two very important formulas that we are going to use today. Now, so these are the algebraic formulas. Now trigonometric formula: sine square x plus cos square x equals 1, right? Now if this sine square x is your a and cos square x is your b, okay, so here as a you have sine square x and as b you have cos square x. So let us write this formula again. If I have, so x is, so a equals to sine x raised to the power 4 plus cos x raised to the power 4. That's the same thing. So what is this equals to? A square plus b square. That is equals to, so this is your a and this is your b. So this will be equals to a plus b whole square, means a plus b whole square means sine square x plus cos square x, right? Whole square minus 2 into sine square x cos square x, right? So I have simply used this formula over here. Okay, so what does this equals to? So this is equals to 1. Sine square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. So 1 square is also 1. So 1 minus 2 sine square x cos square x. So that's sort of new formula for you for sine x raised to the power 4 cos x raised to the power 4. So you have this one. Okay, clear students? You can even so even if you don't remember it, you can simply use this identity. Now what about sine? Now here I was using power 2. Now what about the power 3 now? Okay, so sine square x raised to the power 3 means this is your a cube now. plus cos square x raised to the power 3. So now a cube plus b cube, okay? Right, so what is this equals to? This is your sine x raised to the power 6 plus cos x raised to the power 6, and this will be equals to a plus b whole cube. So what is your a? A is sine square x, so sine square x plus cos square x whole cube minus 3 into a sine square x b cos square x. So that's 3ab into a plus b. So sine square x plus cos square x. And this will be equals to sine x raised to the power 6 plus cos x raised to the power 6 is equals to, so what does this equals to? See, this will be equals to 1 raised to the power 3 is 1
minus 3 sine square x cos square x.
Yes, so 3 sine square x cos square x, and this also equals to 1. So that's, again, we can say that we have this formula, we can use this result also. So otherwise it's such a sine x raised to the power 6 cos x raised to the power 6, so this means sine square x raised to the power 3 plus cos square x raised to the power 3 and a plus b whole cube. So this is 1 sine square x plus cos square x. Okay, so students, these are the 5 formulas that you should, very basic formulas, right? So using this third formula, first and second, so using 1, 2 and 3, we have written 4 and 5, right? So note it down, students. Noted it down? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yes, beta Anshita, note it down.
Yes,
Mehak.
yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I hope that you people are getting comfortable with these formulas, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So now, based on this formula, you are supposed to try this question. You know the value of sines, this sine x raised to power 6 plus cos x raised to power 6. You know, yes.
Yes, sir.
So just try to find out the value of this question. I'm giving you 2 minutes.
Sir, 13.
Yes, 13 is the correct answer. All of you can also find it out. This is, see how you will proceed. Let me give you a hint. This is 3 into, see, you have to use this formula, sine square x plus cos square x. So let this be minus cos x square and then whole square, right? This, or you can write it like this. Is there an issue? No. And that's 6 into, now you can open this. So this will be sine square x plus cos square x. So a square plus b square, right? So sine square x, this is the formula that you are using here. plus 2ab. Very good. Now, what about this? Yes, Anshita? We can
This
die.
is sin x plus cos x raised to the power 2 whole to the power 3.
No, see, we can write this sine x as just like we have written it over here. Sine square x raised to the power 3 because I want to make it a cube plus b cube, right? So this is cos square x raised to the power 3. Yes,
Yes.
agreed?
Yes.
So now what do you get from this step? This is 3 into, this is a minus b whole square. So that's a square plus b square minus 2ab. Yes, square of it plus 6 into. Now what is this sine? I can write 1.
1.
So 1 plus 2 sin x cos x. Okay. Now what about this? A cube plus 4 into a cube plus b cube. So a plus b. So that's a plus b. Then minus. Yes, you have just written this formula. So I'm doing the same calculations.
3ab a plus b.
Yes, good. So minus 3ab into a plus b. So minus 3, what is your a? Sine square x. What is your b? Cos square x into a plus b. So sine square x plus cos square x. Agreed, students? Yes. So what this will be equals to now? This your 1. Whole square plus 6 into 1 plus sin x cos x plus 4 into, now this is 1. Yes, this is, here I should write cube now. Yes, so a cube plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So but this is 1, so 1 cube is also 1 minus 3 into square x. Now this is also 1, so multiplied by 1. Students, you can see one thing here, that sine x cos x, sine x cos x, sine square x cos x. So I can put here, for so that the calculations become easy, put sine x cos x equals to y. Okay, or you can put it equal to t also, that's your choice. Let it put equals to t. Okay, so what do you get? 3 into 1 minus 2t square plus 6 into 1 plus 2t plus 4 into 1 minus 3. This is t square. This is t square into 1. and this will be equals to plus b square minus 2ab plus, now you can open this bracket, this is 6 plus 12t plus 4 minus 12t square. Now you can open this bracket also, so 3 plus 12t square minus 12t plus 6 and 4 is 10 plus 12t minus 12t square. So students, you can see here this is plus 12t square minus 12, this is minus 12t, this is plus 12t. So you get the answer as 13. Yes. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this question was asked in JEE 1995. So student, those who have noted it down, just send it in the message box. Those who have noted it down, yes, send the yes message. Ayush, Yashasvi, Nishant, Naman, Yashwin, Ashwin, Anshita, Jayant, Sasha, Mehak. Good. So all of you have noted it down. So let's start the next question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the next question is root 3 cosecant 20 degree minus okay. So here also, before doing this question, let so the formulas that we are going to use is sine theta. First formula, very simple formula, sine theta upon cos theta, that is equals to tan theta. That's the first formula that we are going to use. The second formula will be sine theta is equals to 1 upon cosecant theta, or you can say cosecant theta is equals to 1 upon sine theta. Third formula that we will be using is, so this is a new formula. These two formulas you have studied in 10th class, but this is the new formula. This is sine 2 theta. So sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, students. So these are the, so suppose if you have sine, for example, 40 degree. So you can write sine 40 as sine 2 into 20 degree. So this now theta is your 20 degree, right? So you can write this as 2 sine 20 degree cos 20 degree. So student, these are the three formula that you are going to use in this question. So now I'm giving you 2 minutes to solve this question. Okay, come on, try it out. You can solve it. हाँ,
इसमें एक सेटिंग लगा रहा हूँ आपके इसमें।
हाँ।
तो जैसे जब आप बोलोगे सब जब भी माइक आपका ऑन होगा, वरना ज़्यादा पीछे बैकग्राउंड आवाज़ जैसे आपको नहीं है। नॉइस सप्रेशन लगा तो रखा है आपका?
लगा रखा, नहीं आती पीछे
चुप
की
रहो
आवाज़।
एक बार।
हाँ,
ठीक है चल रहा है।
थैंक यू बस।
हाँ वो बनवा लिया मैंने अपना नंबर। ये प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी।
किससे नंबर?
एयरटेल का खुद को ही बनवा लेते हैं।
नया नंबर?
हाँ।
अपनी दादी का ट्रांसफर नहीं करा था? तो वो कर देंगे, उसने भी वो तो एप्लीकेशन दिया है उनका है।
ना वो एड्रेस वेरिफिकेशन के लिए बंदा आएगा, मैं रिफ्यूज कर दूंगा
नहीं
तो
नहीं नहीं,
गलत
वो
है।
नहीं करेंगे एड्रेस वेरिफिकेशन, तो अभी रिफ्यूजल
नहीं
डाल दो।
बात हुई है, मैं दिन में जा चुका हूँ वहाँ पर, इसलिए बात
अच्छा,
हुई है मेरी।
ठीक है। तो क्या दी कि भाई मेरे वो रहने दो, मैं
उन्होंने
नहीं
बोला,
मैं
सीधा बोला जो अभी एक एड्रेस वेरिफिकेशन के लिए बंदा आएगा,
हाँ
मैं कॉल करके पूछेगा, उसे
हाँ
सीधा मना कर दो
हाँ,
कि गलत है, बस काम खत्म।
ठीक है। वो तेरी फीस का क्या चल रहा है पैस?
मेरा पैन कार्ड तो आ गया, वेरीफाई ओके, ऑनलाइन आया पर
वो एक ही
ई
चीज
वर्जन
है,
आ गया।
एक ही चीज है, वही काम वही चल पड़ा है तेरा अब।
आ गया वो
तो
तो।
बस उसके थ्रू।
अब पेमेंट पर रिटर्न तो नहीं, मतलब चल रही है। आज मैंने मेल भेज दी पर उन्हें
अच्छा,
पूछने के लिए, तो रिप्लाई कर देंगे ये रिफ्यूज हुई है जो भी हुआ है, पता
ठीक,
चल जाए।
ओके, थैंक यू। यस स्टूडेंट्स, डन दिस क्वेश्चन? Let's see the solution. See, first of all, one more thing you need to know is, you know the 10 values? 10, 0, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. So tan 0 means sin 0 upon cos 0. Sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. So that's equals to 0. Now what about tan 30? Sin 30, 1 by 2, cos 30, root 3 by 2. So 2 cancels out, and what will the value of tan? 1 by root 3. What about 45 degree? Sin 45, 1 by root 2, cos 45, 1 by root 2. So root 2 cancels out, tan 45 is 1. So that these are the values. What about 60 degree? Sin 60, root 3 by 2, and cos 60 is 1 by 2. So that's just reciprocal of this, root 3. And here sin 91, cos 90, 0. So that's not defined. We write it as infinity also, such a large number which is not defined. So that's the symbol for it. So students, you have to change this root 3. Okay. So what's this root 3? Root 3 is your tan 60. Okay. So tan 60 degree, cosecant 20 degree minus secant 20. So that was a sort of trick in this question. Okay. Now use this formula, tan theta is equals to sine 60 degree upon cos 60 degree into, so changing everything into sine and cos. Okay, so cosecant is 1 upon sine, so 1 upon sine 20 degree minus, what about secant? Another formula. So fifth concept, you know that secant theta is equals to 1 upon cos theta, and the only remaining is tan theta. So tan theta is equals to 1 upon cot theta, right? So students, what is secant? 1 upon cos, so 1 upon cos 20.
Your screen is not visible.
Okay. Is it visible now? Yes, Ayush?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, students. Thank you. So, so students, I have simply written root 3 as tan 60 degree, sine 60 upon cos 60, cosecant is 1 upon sine, and secant is 1 upon cos. Okay, now you can take LCM. So what will you get? Cos 60 degree into sine 20 degree. Yes, this into this. That will be your LCM.
Cos 20 degree.
Very good. So you have to multiply numerator and denominator by cos 20 degree, right? So what do you get here? Cos 20 degree into sine 60 degree. Agreed? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Minus what about here? So I have to multiply the numerator and denominator with this value. Yes. So 1 multiply this is cos 60 degree sine 20 degree. Agreed, students? Okay. Now this is new formula that you have not studied up to 10th class. New formula for you students. So what's this new formula? Sine A plus B. Okay. What's this formula? This is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So these are the two new formulas. One is this formula, sine 2 theta, and another is this formula. And student, if I have minus over here, A minus B, then here I have minus. So these are the two new formulas of class 11. So students, note them down, particularly these two formulas. So now you can see this is A, sine A. Yes, I'm going to use this formula. This is sine A, this is cos B, right? Sine A cos B minus, so A is your 60 degree, yes, B is your 20 degree. So you can see here sine A cos B minus cos A sine B, yes. So I can write it as sine A minus B. What is your A? 60 degree, B is your 20 degree. So very simple, these two. So one formula I have used. I will use another one also. So this formula I have used here. So formula number 6 you can say, or you can write here sine. You can simply write here this formula. The reasoning means as reasoning. So because this formula, right? Okay, divided by cos 60 degree sine so cos 60 degree sine 20 degree cos 20 degree. Okay, now what about this 60 minus 20? That's sine 40 degree. Okay, upon cos 60 degree sine 20 degree and cos 20 degree. Now students, this formula, because I have to, here I have sine 20 cos 20. So that's the same thing, changing this into sine 40 or splitting sine 40 using this formula. That's the same thing. Yes. So we have to visualize. So this is sine 2 theta, right? So 2 into 20 degree. So theta is your 20 degree, right? So this is 2 sine 40 can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta. Theta is your 20 degree. So 2 into sine 20 degree into cos 20 degree. So 2 into sine 20 degree into cos 20 degree. And what we have as your Denominator cos 60 degree, sine 20 degree, cos 20 degree. So students, sine 20, sine 20, cos 20, cos 20 will cancel out, and you get 2 upon, what is cos 60 degrees? So here we have written cos 60. Yes, that's
1 by 2.
yes, 1 by 2 cos 60,
Yes.
and that will be equals to 2 into 2 by 1, and that's equals to
4.
4. Okay. So those who are new, these formulas, these are just like ABCD, students. So don't worry about how will I be able to remember these formulas. See, last year also, in the past years, this years, lakhs of students do the same thing. So you are not the only one on this journey. You people are still the bright students. So never worry about trigonometric formulas, okay? Whatever your subconscious mind remember, it's all right. Doesn't remember, just write the formulas on the formula sheet. Make a formula sheet, write all the formulas on that sheet, and just look at the formula sheet once a day. Okay? So it won't take more than a week or 10 days. Okay? You will be able to remember the formula. So remembering the formula is not a problem. So students, just send me message in the message box, those who have noted down. Ayush, Naman, Yashasvi, Soumya, Nishant. Good. Ashwin, yes. Okay. Jayant, Anshita, Sasha. Okay. Mehak, okay. So almost all of you have noted it down, right? Shall we start the next question? Yes.
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 So students, the question that we have just done, it was from JEE Main 1988. Okay. Now let us do another question. So this question is 3 into sine of this angle 3 pi by 2 minus alpha raised to the power 4 plus sine of angle 3 pi plus alpha raised to the power 4 minus 2 into sine pi by 2 plus alpha raised to the power 6 plus sine of 5 pi minus alpha raised to the power 6. So this is our question. So students, as usual, before starting this question, we need to know certain formulas related with this. So what are the formulas? Formula number 1. We have done it in the past also, students. You can see this is raised to the power 6, raised to the power 6. So these two angles are, it means they are supposed to be same, because then only we can use this. So, but still, what is this pi? Let me tell you that angle, units of angle measurement, we have two units, that is degree measure and radian measure. So degree measure and radian. What is this degree measure and radian measure? We all know this, that this is right angle. Yes, this is 90 degree. We all know this angle is 90 degree. And we all know that this again 90, 90, 90, 90. So this whole angle means if I start from here and take one revolution and reach back here, so this angle is 360 degree, right? Now what is this radian measure? See, this is something like you measure temperature, that's in degree Fahrenheit, degree Celsius, Kelvin, something like that. Okay. What is radian measure? So here also I am measuring just like this theta is 90 degree. Here also I am measuring this angle. This angle is theta. And this is radius r. So here this radian measure is related with the arc. Okay. So you are this is the length of this arc. Okay. So this length L is equals to R into theta. As you increase theta, this is constant, R is constant, radius of the circle. So as you increase theta, length of the arc will increase. Here this theta, this relation, this theta, whenever you write this relation, here the theta is in radian. So that's the definition of how you get the radian. Now if you have a case in which this is your R and this arc length, let me make somewhat bigger. Yes. Now what happens if this length of arc is also equals to R? Okay. Then what will be the theta equals to? So from here also theta equals to L by R. Right. So theta equals to, now L is your R. So R upon R. So theta, the answer that you are getting will be in radians. So we write this power small c. So here theta is 1 radian. Okay. Now, what about the semicircle? Because I want to compare this degree measure and this. So degree measure on a straight line, you know this angle is 180 degree. Here, this is semicircle. The circumference of circle is pi r. What is the length of this arc here? What is L equals to? Yes, tell me students, what is L equals to?
Pi r.
Yes. So circle, if this is whole circle, then the circumference length of this arc is 2 pi r. But as this is semicircle, so the length will be pi r. So what will be this theta in terms of radians? So this is your radius r. So theta is nothing but L by r. So length of the arc is pi r and this radius is r. So that's equals to pi radian. So write it pi, or so you need not to write even this small c. Even if you write pi, this means this is pi. You can also write it like this, pi radians. Okay. So this way, only this and this. So these are the three ways to write this. So here C is not written, so it means this is a radian. Now what is the relation? So here I have written this radian, this is pi radian, right? This angle is pi. So it means 180 degree is equals to pi radian, right? If you double both sides, multiplying both sides, so you get 360 degree is equals to 2 pi. If you divide both sides with 2, you get 90 degree is equals to pi by 2. Okay, students?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, now, so this was the first formula. Now the second formula, second concept. We have the we know that this angle, one complete revolution is 360 degree. So let me divide this 360 in 4 quadrants. So this angle is 90 degree. So this is positive 90. So when I start from this side and moving in anti-clockwise direction, I get positive angles. So again, this is 90. So this total will be 180. Again adding. So it's better if I write here as 180 degree. Now, if you take it further, so 90 degrees again added. So this angle is 270 degree. Yes. And if you take one more up to here, that's 360. Right. So I call this quadrant as first quadrant, this quadrant as second quadrant, this quadrant as third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. So I have 4 quadrants. So I've divided 360 in 4 quadrants. Now, let us see the concept of third concept is unit circle. So what is this unit circle? Unit means 1. So circle radius is equals to 1. The circle whose radius is 1 unit, that is unit circle. So let us draw a unit circle over here. So the radius is 1 unit, right? So this is 1 unit. Can you tell me the coordinates of this point? This x-axis, this y-axis, minus x, minus y. So the coordinates, you know that coordinates are x, y. So on the x-axis, I walk 1 unit because this radius is 1. And on y-axis, I am not moving, so y is 0. What about the coordinates of this point? So how much I am moving on the x-axis?
0,1.
Okay, good. 0,1, very good. What are the coordinates of this point?
-1, -1, 0.
Very good. -1, 0. So x coordinate is -1. Yes, very good. What are the coordinates of this point?
0, -1.
No, see. Okay, that's good. So this is just mirror image of this. This is mirror image of this. And this is mirror image of this. Good. That's good. Very good. So students, this is unit circle and these are the coordinates. Now, let me take a general point over here. This point I am taking. And this is my angle theta. Okay. Now, I will draw a perpendicular. So let me draw this figure a little bit big. Right. So this triangle ABC, I'm drawing it over here, right? Enlarging this ABC, this is your theta. What is, this is your radius, right? This is 1 unit. Yes. Now what will be this side? AB. AB is your base and this is your perpendicular. So you know the formulas, right? So what is sine equals to? Sine theta equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? BC upon hypotenuse 1. So it means BC equals to sine theta, right? Now what about cos theta? Cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. What is base here? AB. And hypotenuse is radius 1. So I can write this AB as cos theta. So this length is cos theta and this length is sine theta. So what are the coordinates of this point C? X, Y. So I can write these coordinates now as, what is this X? This is your X and this is your Y. So I can write these coordinates now as cos theta, sine theta, isn't it? So cos theta, sine theta are the coordinates of this point C. Students, I hope you people are agreed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it means these values 0, 1, they are the values of cos. How much is the theta? 90. So these are the values of cos 90 and sine 90 degree. You can verify. Cos 90 is 0, sine 90 is 1. Now, so this y-axis is actually your cos theta, isn't it? And this x-axis is your sine theta. So here in second quadrant, you can see that sine theta, I have written opposite, students. This is this x is your cos theta, right? So this is your cos theta and the values here are on y-axis it's sine theta. Students, tell me, as I move on this side, y is positive. So sine theta is positive in this quadrant, isn't it? Sine is positive. But cos is negative, isn't it? Because cos is your this. So you can see that, yes. So cos is your negative and sine is your positive. So only sine values are positive in this quadrant second. Cos is negative and tan is sine upon cos. So cos is negative, so tan will also be negative. So what about this? Here this cos theta is negative. So values of cos are negative in this quadrant, third quadrant, and values of sine are also negative. So
But
both,
tan theta is positive.
yes. So sine is negative, cos is negative. So negative upon negative. So tan will be positive in this quadrant. Now let us come to this fourth quadrant. See, here all values are positive in the first quadrant. All. Because see, cos positive, sine also positive. So in this quadrant both are positive. Now what about this quadrant, last quadrant, fourth
The
quadrant?
cos theta is positive.
Yes, you can see that cos theta is positive and sine is negative. So cos theta is positive. So this minus 1, so you can write them in the form of like cos theta, sine theta. So this angle is 90 degrees. So you can write it as cos in terms of radian also, cos pi, sine pi. Or you can write it as cos 180 degree, sine 180. So that's your choice. So students, the trigonometric values, and we remember them like ASTC. So ASTC you can remember is that after school to college, isn't it? You people. So these are so you have 2 years left. So after school to college. So all trigonometric ratios are positive in the first quadrant. only sine is positive and reciprocal of it cosine is positive. Here tan is positive, so it means its reciprocal cot is positive, and in this fourth quadrant cos is positive. All other trigonometric ratios are negative. Cos and secant are positive. So students, I hope you have noted it down.
Yes.
So we have one more concept left before we start doing the, what is that concept? Fourth concept. See, if you have like sine 90 plus theta or 90 minus theta, and you have cos 90 plus theta or minus theta. So students, whenever we have 90° over here, we have to change this sign to its complementary. So complementary of sine is cosine. Complementary of tan is, this tan is actually tangent. This sine is sine. So cotangent, that you call cot, this you call tan cos. And secant, its cosine is cosecant. So whenever you have 90° over here or multiples of 90 means 270. So in that case you have to, so it doesn't matter whether I have here positive theta means plus or minus, it doesn't matter. But this sign will be changed to cos. Okay. And if cos is there, then it will be changing to sine. So this cos theta, this is sine theta. So just by looking at 90, I have changed this. So here plus theta minus theta doesn't matter. Now, next question. Now the values will be different. If you have sine 90 plus theta, so that's not the formula, right? That's not the complete formula. I'm just telling you one step how to write this. So what's the complete thing? So what will be the sign? So now the sign depends on, that is why I'm writing it separately. The algebraic sign depends on the algebraic sign depends on, so this is 90, so simply write cos theta. This is 90, simply write cos theta. This is 90, so sine, cos will change into sine, and here also cos will change into sine. Okay, so the same thing I have just written, but now which quadrant is it? Sine 90 plus theta, second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is positive, so its value is positive. Now which quadrant is it? 90 minus theta, sine, first quadrant, so first quadrant sine is positive. Now what quadrant is it? 90 plus theta, second quadrant. So what is, so cos, sine is positive in the second quadrant, but what about cos here in this quadrant? Negative. So that is why, so sine will depends on in which quadrant it is, right? Now what about this quadrant? So this is quadrant number 1, 90 minus theta.
Then how we know that these quadrants?
Okay, see 90, generally this theta angle is between 0 and 90. So if you add 90 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so 90, if this is your 90°, if you are adding something to it, so you will go into this quadrant. If you are adding theta to 90°, if you are subtracting theta from this, you will move to first quadrant. Similarly, this is 180°. If you are adding something to 180°, you are moving to next quadrant. If you are subtracting, you are moving to second quadrant. Similarly here 270 degree. If you are adding something to 270 degree plus theta, you are moving to third quadrant. If you are subtracting minus theta from 270, you will. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good question. I know for the new students there are a lot of new things, students, but don't worry. These things will be repeated every day. Okay. The stock of the formulas are going to be over. They are not unlimited formula, very limited. Now the next thing is that if you have 180 degree, then you need not to change this trigonometric ratio. If it is 180 degree, simply write sine theta. But now you need to see which quadrant is 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta is your second quadrant. So in second quadrant, sine is positive. Yes, sine is positive in the second quadrant. So right. What about sine 180 plus theta? See, so 180 is there. So 180 is there. So trigonometric ratio will not change. Only in the multiples of 90 it will change. Now what quadrant is this?
Quadrant.
Third quadrant, right? So in the third quadrant, tan is positive, but sine and cos both are negative. So that is why. Is this clear to everyone? Yes? So please note it down. And those who have noted down these formulas, write the message in the message box. Then only I will start doing the question. Okay. Ashwin, Ayush, Yashasvi, Naman, Sasha, Anshita, Mehak, good. Very good, students. Nishant, Somya, very good. So almost all of you have noted it down. Very good. Students, read them again today, rewrite them. Okay, rewrite them again today and tomorrow morning. Okay, so that you will be able to remember this formula. Now let us do this question. So 3 into sine. Students, as I told you that this is power of this. So you can also write it something like this raised to the power 4. That is also the same thing. There is no problem with it. Whether you are writing it over here or you are writing the power 4 as here, that is the same thing. So now what is this? What is this? This is sine. This pi by 2 is 90. Yes, 90. So it is multiple of 90. So if it is multiple of 90 degree, see one more thing you need to see. Multiple of 90 means odd multiple. Students, add this thing, please. Please add, because if it is even multiple, then this 2 will cancel out. Okay. So odd multiples of 90 degree. So you are going to change this sign. So what the sign will become? Cos alpha. Yes, this theta is your alpha here. So just by looking here, if this is odd multiple of pi by 2, I'm going to change this into its complement. Is this clear? Here it is plus minus. I'm not concerned with it. Now I will come to the sign. So what is the sign before cos alpha? Which quadrant is it? 90 into 3. So I have reached here 270 degree minus. So I am subtracting. So which quadrant I will be reaching? Third quadrant. Very good. So third quadrant. And in the third quadrant, after school to college, 10 is positive, but the sign is negative. Okay, but this is raised to the power 4. So even we need not to look at the sign if this is even power, right? Is this clear, students? Because whether it is plus or minus, power is 4. Okay, but still, okay. Now what about this? Here I have 3 pi. So this sign will not change. Is this clear? So this is multiple of 180 degree. So this sign will not change. And students, we need not to worry about sign also because this is raised to the power 4. So let us finish this question. Okay. So you just need to see that this angle will change or not. It will not change. And this simply whatever plus minus whatever it is going to be plus because power is even. Okay. Done. Minus 2 into. Now see, this is as I told you, sine 6 pi by 2 plus alpha. So can I write this as pi by 2 minus alpha, this angle? And you know that sine x raised to power 6 plus cos x. So definitely here I will get cos and cos pi by 2 plus x. Okay, let us see. So, and here also. So one will be cos, one will be sine, right? So see here, this is pi by 2, right? So 90, odd multiples of 90. So 90 means I need to write its complement. So what will be its complement, students? Let me just skip one step, right? Directly writing the complement. So what will be the complement of sine? Cos. So cos, and this is second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. So plus cos alpha, and you need not to worry about sine because you have 6 here. So you get power 6. So even if it is negative, it will become positive. Now see here, this is 5 multiple, just like 3 pi. So here it was, so just like I changed here because this is 3 into 90. This is 1 into 90. So I changed the trigonometric ratio sine to cos, right? But here, multiple of 180 degree, no need to change. Multiple of 180 degree, here it is 5. Okay, no need to change. So plus sine. Is this clear, students? Beta, if there is any doubt, please ask. Yes. So let me write the formula here also. Sine n pi by 2 plus theta. If this is the case and n is odd multiple, then this sign will change into cos. That's the rule. Cos theta. Okay. And this algebraic sign will be according to this whole angle. Okay. And if it is multiple of 180 degree, then you need not to change. So this will become, sign will remain sign. Now the algebraic sign will depends upon, this sign will depend upon, plus or minus will depend on the quadrant. Done, students? So what will be this? What will this equals to? So minus and power is 4. So this will become plus. So 3 into, can I write it as, see, this is simply, we started our day with this question itself. Sine x raised to the 4, cos x raised to the 4, students. So tell me how will I do it? So cos, yes, sine square x raised to the power 2. So a square plus b square, I have changed it. Now this I can change as cos alpha. So this is a cube plus b cube. So this is the third time I think we are using it today. Done, students? Yes. So this will be equals to this into. Now let us a square plus b square. So a plus b whole square whole square minus 2ab, right? Yes, this is the first formula that we have written today. Minus 2 into. Similarly, students, can I write it as this is 1, right? So what will I get here? 1 minus 2 cos square alpha sin square alpha. So let us assume simply cos alpha sin alpha as t. So this is t square. And here also this is cos square alpha a plus b. So a cube plus b cube. A plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. Okay, I'm writing it again, doesn't matter. Okay, students. So this will be minus 2 into, this is 1 and this also 1. So 1 minus 3t square. Agreed? So 3 minus 6. So what is t? Sin alpha into cos alpha I have written as t, so that my calculations are simpler. Minus 2 plus 6t square. Okay. So 60 cancel out. 60 t square plus minus cancels out, and you get the answer as 1. Okay. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.